City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it'll be a great one between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Los Angeles Chargers. The winner here goes to the Super Bowl, and we'll know soon enough which team that'll be as we are underway in the AFC title game.
Here we go. 319! 319! Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Gone, gone!
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And his first look is incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Leopard! Leopard! Switch! No. Check! Patriot!
They go play action with Jackson. The connection here with Nelson Agholor. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the play.
Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56.
Now Jackson on first down. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he's got this down to the 35. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a game in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that open things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well. And he's got it.
Gone!
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy, because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. First carry for Darius Geis. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Off to Geis on the screen. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A good first down call as the screen play gets him 9. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area, that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
On on second down. Jackson, touchdown Chargers. So they take the opening kickoff and drive it all the way down the field.
And that's the last thing you want defensively. On the road, in the playoffs, and now you're down a touchdown right away.
Forbath, the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Forbath out to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. First carry for Samaje Perine. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
On second down, here's Mahomes. Forced out to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Looking to throw is Mahomes. He is going to find Hill here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And some room to maneuver. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On first down, Mahomes. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
I will see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
Now the Chargers offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
And the drive begins with a run by Geis. And an alley to run. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. I always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Back to the ground on first. It's Geis. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Artie Burns, the cornerback, brings him down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Detroit! Detroit! Hurry up, here we go. 319. 319. Hot!
So that'll back him up 5. On second down, here's Jackson. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
And now out come the Jags. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. They go play action here on first down. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
A Hall of Fame coach once said there are no medals for trying. And that wasn't a trying effort, was it? That was a winning effort. How about that great catch?
Excellent. They know, hey, you lose this game, you get a ding or 2. You got 7 months to heal. They're going to go all out. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Mahomes now on first down. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number one. Alongside the former defensive back Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Jaguar football as we begin quarter number two. And they're on the move as they face a second down here. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Hill. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. First down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags. Mahomes now on first down. And he will find his man on the outside. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Nyheim Hines, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Jags are able to cash in for 6. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is now 10-7. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So out come the Chargers. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks, because then the defense has the advantage.
They start on the ground with Geis, and he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up, because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. Gone, 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 gone. All right, now, lucky 56, lucky 56. Gone, 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 gone.
Now Jackson on 2nd down. Caught left side, Williams. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Gone, 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 gone. Watch it now, Barney, Barney.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson flushed out right. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Now a carry for Perine. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Brought down by the cornerback, William Jackson.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Mahomes to throw on second down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Now a handoff here to his running back, fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be fourth down and a few inches. Mahomes takes it himself, and he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on fourth down. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Now this time Mahomes will throw. And going deep for Hill. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Tyreek Hill, 34 yards. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Here comes the Chargers offense now back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. On first down, this is Geis. Pretty move. He finds an opening past the 40, and he'll take it to the 43-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
That's a lot of beef thundering downfield off of the toss play, and it takes me back to when I was a kid and watching USC play. Remember the old toss that they ran? They used to call student body right or student body left because everyone was out in front of the ball carrier. In fact, one of their favorite plays, it was called rose stem right or rose stem left, depending on the formation. 28 toss. And 28 toss was their bread and butter.
Detroit! Detroit! Over!
Jackson on first down. He'll check it down to Geis. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll be a second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Here's Jackson to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Looking for Aguilar, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10.
Here we go. Green 90. Green 90.
They begin the drive with Hines. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Two minutes remain here in the first half. Back with more of the AFC Championship game after this. They'll run it here with Pirine, and he'll get it down here to the 43. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And complete to Zach Ertz. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Now Mahomes. They'll roll him out under pressure again, and down he goes again. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. And now the Chargers are going to signal for another timeout, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now Justin Tucker. He has hit from 61 in his career, so he has the leg for this. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. And off the crossbar, no good. A sensational effort from that distance, but rejected by the bar. And this score will stay right where it is. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Being chased out left. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Now the Chargers hustling, trying to get up and get set. To throw is Jackson. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Steps away to his left.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Over. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Gun.
4th down, here's Jackson. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10.
Green 90.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And he returns it into enemy territory down the 45-yard line. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Leopard! Detroit!
Now Jackson on 1st down, escaping the pressure right. There's the Penn State man, it's Chris Godwin. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. Geis with the carry on 2nd down. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. From the right hash, this from 53. And Forbath will put this one through, and they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
So we are halfway home to figuring out who will represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando, standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else. Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Flush to his right. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Green, 39. Green, 39.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Flushed out right. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
Maybe worse than the loss of yardage, they also lose the down. So now it's 3rd and long. Mahomes going to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. This time, Jackson will throw it. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
Now, the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
The Chargers on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and forever.
Set, 3-19. 3-19.
From the gun, Jackson. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, we're into the 2nd half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Here's Drew Kaiser now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. They'll start on the ground with Hines. And an alley to run. Through an opening, and there he goes. He's at the 40. The 20. 10. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. Mahomes now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a 1st down as well.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one up to the 26. He'll be brought down at the 43. Joey Bosa in on the stop.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. The Jaguars on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Man open, it's St. Brown. He's got it. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And they convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. Mahomes now to throw. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And this is recovered by the Chargers.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
Set! Green 39! Green 39!
After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson. And he'll check this one down in the corner. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hurry up, here we go. 319. 319. Gun, gun. Gun, gun.
Jackson from the shotgun. Looking downfield for Godwin. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. In for the score. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
I don't think there's any doubt about it, and I don't have stats in front of me. I don't have the empirical numbers that say that in recent years the Hail Mary pass has been completed more than it has been, but it feels that way, doesn't it? And I know the defenses are spending more time on it. I think the biggest mistake they make is that they play everything from behind the receiver. I think they've got to start getting people in front as well to try and knock the ball away.
Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you.
It's caught inside the 25. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. 57 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
They go play action here on first down. He'll buy some time right. And he whips that one incomplete there.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
Here we go. Green, 90. Green, 90. Z.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. Eluding the pressure right. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range. But boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board. But give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
They'll try to get this running game going with Geis. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Gone!
Back now in Los Angeles. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. On 2nd down, here's Jackson going up top. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Nelson Aguilar, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the 4th quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. The Chargers on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Gone! Detroit! Gone! Watch it now, Barney!
Jackson operating from the gun. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Well, they know how to protect the pass, but sometimes cornerbacks, they can also stop the run, can't they?
Is that what we call a complete corner? Yeah, because we're so used to these guys just being defenders in the pass game. How about the guys who can come up and make the tackles? That's what we just saw there for no gain, too.
Mahomes to throw on second down. And this is going to be intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Lucky 56. Gone, 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 gone.
After the interception, here's Jackson. It's caught by Aguilar. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 5 yards that time, taking it himself, and he has enough for the first.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
No, check. Patriot. Detroit!
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson rolling to his right. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's second down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Gone! All right, now, lucky 56. Here we go now. 319.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. Tie game, 4th quarter. You're already in the red zone, well in field goal range. You can't throw a pick there.
And you know I want to give all the credit to the defenders, right? I mean, they made a play on the ball. But bottom line, you set up the situation perfectly. You've already got the field goal in the bag. You've got to make sure you take care of the football in that situation.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes, escaping the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down.
What's the old adage, be quick but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
Mahomes will try again on second down. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. Third down here. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10.
Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail.
Now a play fake here on first down. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. On second down, here's Mahomes. Looking deep downfield. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4.
Ace! Z!
Now Mahomes. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
They go play fake. Mahomes rolling to his left. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness. Pretty lucky to get the football back. Had his target out there waving the arms, saying I'm open, but maybe didn't see him quick enough.
And I know the jokes are always about defensive backs' hands. What really actually happens, you don't get many opportunities. You get over anxious, and you start to think about taking it away and going the other way instead of focusing and catching the ball.
He is going to find Hill here. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. First down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags. time for a break. Back to wrap up the AFC Championship game after this. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Perine. This carry with the extra effort is going to get him stopped up just shy of the 10. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Again, here's Perine. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1. And now the Chargers are going to signal for another timeout, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So here comes Justin Tucker in a big spot. This for the lead in the final stages. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
And the Chargers coming out of the field now. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock, so tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
Yeah, they practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. They'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39. All right, now Lucky 56. Lucky.
He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal.
Leopard. Set. Green 39. Green 39. All right, now Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal.
All right, now Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
How many people watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, They might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
Forbath out to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Now on the return, oh no, the ball is loose. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Following the penalty, it's Geis. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. You know, Charles, just thinking about it, plenty of recent conference championship games have needed OT to decide who goes to the Super Bowl.
And we can go back a little ways, can't we? Go back 2012. Giants in San Francisco. That was an overtime game. The Giants ended up going on to the Super Bowl. How about the one where the Giants went to Green Bay, Lambeau, and beat the magic of that stadium in that freezing, bitterly cold game and got it done there?
Yeah, it was 2008. It was absolutely freezing, and they went on to beat the Patriots in the Super Bowl that year. And that'll close the books on the conference championship. For Charles Davis, myself, Brandon Gaudin, and our entire crew, we'll talk to you in 2 weeks from the Super Bowl.